Now, the first piece of advice that I'm going to share with you may cause you to raise an eyebrow at me, but just stick with me and hear me out. I promise that it will all make sense. When it comes to wedding photography and your wedding photos, I want you to make this shift in your mind and realize that pretty images aren't the goal. And this is where I can feel you raising that eyebrow, because when you're researching photographers online, one of the things that you're looking to see is, does this photographer take beautiful photos? But here's the thing. Of course, the photographer you will hire takes beautiful photos. It's one of the basic requirements of them being able to do their job. So it should be a given, not a goal. And when you come to the end of your wedding day, you more than likely won't be wishing that your photos were prettier, but you may feel unease about what might be captured in your photos if your day felt rushed or tense or chaotic, especially if you feel like your wedding day timeline wasn't well planned or well executed. Here's the thing that most couples don't realize ahead of their wedding day as they step into their wedding day. The feeling of your wedding day, good or bad, stress or ease, will show up in your photos just as much as the design. It will show up in your body language. It will show up around your eyes, around your smile. It will show. And while it is my job as your wedding photographer to document your special day with skill and expertise and beauty, I cannot Photoshop out tension and stress that you may be feeling. But here's the good news. There is an easy fix. And that is to introduce calm into your wedding day. The beautiful thing about this is that you can introduce calm into your wedding day experience well ahead of time by working with tried and proven wedding vendors, delegating tasks, having and practicing healthy exercise and self-care routines, and getting enough sleep. Girl, just because you're planning a wedding doesn't mean you don't have to sleep because you're stressed. Girl, go to bed. You would be surprised at how having these factors working in sync with each other goes a long way in infusing calm into your actual wedding day. And that calm, once present in your wedding day, will create space. And that space will create room for natural moments to emerge. And it's those moments that photograph beautifully. So if you remember nothing else from all that I've just said, remember this. Calm shows up in photos, and calm always photographs beautifully. The second piece of advice I'm going to share with you has to do with 3 hidden things that most couples don't realize will ruin their wedding photos if they aren't careful. Now, as someone who attends weddings professionally for a living, I'm going to realize that there are 3 main culprits that can unwittingly, I don't want to say sabotage, but that will work against you and your desired result of having beautiful wedding images. And in my professional opinion, those 3 culprits are having overstuffed wedding timelines that create unrealistic expectations, having too many decision makers helping you plan your wedding, and hiring vendors that work in isolation instead of collaborating together to make sure that your wedding is the success that you envision it being. So let's break down these 3 things and look at why they are a problem and how you can overcome them to ensure that you have peace of mind when it comes to your wedding photos.